Hi guys, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket and in this video we are going to review the trades taken on 1st and 2nd of August. So as you all know, yesterday we had a loss of almost 1.2 lakh and today was no better. We had one more loss of 1.5 lakh. So all in all, we put together we had a loss of somewhere close to 2.8 lakh in 2 days, and that is what we are going to review in this particular trade. So yesterday, as you all know, around 2:30 there was a sudden spike in BankNifty. So it suddenly fell almost 200 points and immediately spiked up. So we didn't get a chance to do any sort of adjustment and we had to end up on the losing side. And today what happened was, today was a very interesting day. We were exactly on the right side. So what I mean by that is all our Cs had hit the stop loss and we were left with only put legs, and we were on to make very good profits if we had just held on to the same positions. So what we did was, so by 2:30, 2:45 we felt little uncomfortable holding the positions, so we just exited everything at no profit no loss. And then what happened is we re-entered one more straddle, but this time we got hit really badly. So if we had just kept the put legs, it would have turned out to be a very profitable day. But I don't actually consider this a mistake which we did, because since we were uncomfortable holding the position, we just exited. So there is nothing wrong with that. And the new positions which we entered went to a loss. Even that is completely acceptable. So all in all, we had an overall loss of 2.8 lakhs, both the days put together. So I'll be discussing both of them very briefly. So we'll see yesterday's trade as well as today's trade very briefly. And I also hope that you guys enjoy the trade review. So if you are liking the content on this channel, please do hit the like button, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Hi guys, welcome to another trade review by Optionables. So we are going to review the trades taken on 2nd as well as 3rd of August, and we are also going to discuss the critical moments of the trade. As you know that both the days we had a loss, and we'll try to understand what exactly led us to this loss. So coming to yesterday's trade, which was on 2nd, so the entries are pretty straightforward and simple, where you can also take a pretty easy guess, because the market remained flat throughout the day until this critical moment at 14:30. So around this time we saw a sudden big fall in BankNifty of almost around 200 points, and this actually triggered our stop loss, and post which we actually couldn't recover at all. So I'll be showing that in the video. But if you look at this chart, it is pretty straightforward which entries we would have taken. So around 9:30, 10 o'clock, we entered 34,800 short straddle. So same again at 1 o'clock, we entered 34,800 short straddle. And again for our 2 o'clock trade, we had again entered 34,800 short straddle. And once this fall came, so it triggered our stop loss. So till this particular point in time, we were at a profit of almost close to 50k. And immediately within couple of seconds, we dropped to negative 1.5 lakh. From here, we actually couldn't recover much. I'll tell you why and what exactly happened. So, but we were able to end the day with negative 1.2 lakh. So the positive what we can take from this trade is, again, we were able to curtail our losses small and we didn't let it run big. So that was one positive with this trade. So the problem what happened was, when this particular leg triggered the stop loss, right? So we also had Nifty positions. Even in Nifty, the trades are pretty straightforward. The market remained range bound, right? So morning we had done a 15,850 short straddle, and later we did a 15,900 short straddle around 1 o'clock. But what exactly happened was, when this particular fall came, so there was no need to adjust any positions in Nifty because Nifty was very well balanced, right? But what we actually ended up doing was, we actually adjusted the position in Nifty because BankNifty had triggered the stop loss, and at that particular point in time we took a hasty decision of adjusting this position. We exited the calls and came back to 850 calls itself. So that was something which was not required, and that obviously again costed us a lot. So when this particular thing took place, right, so we had made a shift, and then Nifty again started to bounce back. and this is where we got hurt. Otherwise, if we had kept the same positions, we would have actually ended up recovering most of the losses. So this was still fine because the loss was well within our limits. So 1.2 lakh is what loss we had, and it was pretty well within our framework of 2%. So with that, our first trading day of August turned out to be negative. So I'll quickly show you the video what exactly happened, and I'll clear all the drawings on the board. So this is the second trade. You can see that our positions will be doing quite well. I'll just forward it towards 230. That's when the critical moment of the trade comes. So till then the trade will be going quite well, and around 12:55 you can still see that we have a profit of 34,000. This will slowly increase towards 50,000, and as we approach 230, so somewhere right over here, so we will have around 60,000 profit. But around 232 is when the candle comes. You can see that within next 10-15 seconds our MTM suddenly jumps from positive 40,000. Again, I'll just rewind back to show you that, from positive 40,000 to negative 1.2 lakh, and you are not given any time to react as well. You can see right over here, and post which we never got any opportunity to actually bring our losses back, because we also did shift in Nifty. So end of the day we ended with a overall loss of 1.2 lakh. So I'll just show that to you. So right over here, so you can see that we have ended with a loss of close to 1.21 lakh. So that was for the trade yesterday. And coming to today's trade. So coming to today's trade, again today was a market which literally trended on one side, and it is a perfect day for option buyers where they would have made a killing, right? So even we were on a very good track to make lot of profits until a decision which we took right over here, which actually turned out to be pretty bad. But that is absolutely fine. So I'll just explain what exactly happened. So initially we started with a 15,950 as well as 900 short Strangle. So this is CE as well as PE. So then the market just started heading up high. So we obviously did couple of shifts. So from 900 we came towards 950, 15,950, and later towards 16,000 put options as well, right? So finally, when Nifty reached around 16,020, that's when the stop loss got triggered, and right over here. And we thought we will not take any counter trades till Nifty actually comes down below 16,000, because the momentum was looking very positive. So we thought till it comes down below 16,000, we won't take any trade, any counter trade. We'll just hold our puts like naked, right? So the same was applicable for BankNifty also. When BankNifty was actually consolidating till the end, it didn't trigger the stop loss. So if you see BankNifty chart, so throughout the day BankNifty consolidated right over here. So only towards the end, around 2 o'clock is when it started rallying. Otherwise from 10 o'clock you can see that it has hardly moved 100 points in the course of almost 3 to 4 hours, right? So what exactly happened was, while this moved throughout, we were at a loss of somewhere between minus 10k to minus 40k. So we were moving around this range of minus 10k to minus 40k. And later what happened, as we approached 230, right over here, we came to a profit of positive 15k. And this is where we thought we had lot of positions open, and this is where we thought we'll just come out of all the positions, because we were not very comfortable holding the trade. So we came out of all the positions in Nifty as well as BankNifty, right? And we entered fresh short straddles at 16,050 as well as 16,100. So fresh short straddles were entered, and then even in BankNifty we entered fresh short straddles at 35,000. But unfortunately, post that decision, there was a big move in Nifty as well as BankNifty, and the IVs just expanded quite a lot. So there was a huge expansion in IV. So from a positive 15k, from a positive 10k, we just dropped all the way to negative 1.5 lakh. While this move came, it again triggered the stop loss, because you can see that BankNifty has almost moved close to 300 points in the last hour itself. this was again one of those days where if no adjustments were taken or if we hadn't exited any positions, it would have been very favorable. But again, it's easier said than done. So it's quite okay because even this loss is well within our risk limit itself. So I'll quickly show you the video as well as to what exactly happened. So you can see that throughout the day, we will be at a loss of negative 10K to negative 30K, right? So we are around 11 o'clock now. So we continuously keep shifting. We take 1 o'clock entry, we take 2 o'clock entry. So we will have the loss well within our limits till 2 o'clock. So I'll quickly move forward. So around 2:26, I square up all the positions at a profit of 8K and I start to enter fresh positions, 35,000 C as well as P. And I also enter Nifty trades, which I showed you, right? So post which, when the market start to expand is when I start to go to loss. So you can see here from negative 26K, within no time I'll be at negative 1 lakh. And post which I really don't get any proper opportunity to recover what I lost. So end of the day, again I end up with negative 1,56,000. You can see that I have squared up all the positions. And both the days put together, we had a loss of 1.5 lakh as well as 1.2 lakh. So somewhere close to 2.8 lakh all in all. So that was the trades for 2 days, and August month has definitely started on a low note because first 2 days both are loss making. So we'll also quickly fill in the Excel and we'll maintain the journal as usual. So again, this month we'll be using a capital of 3 crore and we will try to achieve 3% first and later we'll move towards our 5%. But since the start has not been great, so the amount what we have to achieve is now much higher. So initially we started with 1,25,000 loss and we have paid a brokerage of 17,500. So we'll maintain the same assumption because last time it turned out to be very accurate. And day 2 we have a loss of 1,55,000 with a brokerage of 17,500. So you can clearly see that first 2 days have been really bad. We have ended up losing somewhere close to 3,15,000. So this time it might be little hard for us to achieve this 5% target. You can see that to achieve 3% itself, we need another 4% now because we have first 2 days loss. So we'll try to see how the next 2 days goes because it has clearly not been a great start for us. And we'll again maintain this journal and we'll see what exactly happens in tomorrow's trade. And I really hope you guys are liking the content on this channel and you have enjoyed this video as well. If yes, please do hit the like button, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining, guys. See you soon in the next video.